excited to show you how to make a modern Valentine's Day arrangement. It's really easy and fun and is going to save you a bundle. So let me get started. I've got a rectangular vase and I just like this shape, but anything sort of similar would work. Then I've got a few of my mini calla lilies, okay? And I'm going to submerge them inside the vase. Sort of just curled it in my hand. Tucking it down in there to make a cool base to the arrangement. Alright, so I could just, put a leaf down there and that would look neat, but I thought using my mini callas this way sort of made it look a little bit different, which was fun. Then I have an aspidistra leaf. So I just trimmed off the end of the leaf and I'm curling it in my hand and I'm going to place it right into the top of the vase to make like a little leaf collar, okay, that's going to cover up some of the stems when I go to put them in. Then I have a base of aspidistra leaves, okay, so this is my next step, is to get these prepped. So I'm taking each leaf and binding the edge of the leaf, or the end, the tip really, to the base here, and just with a little bit of wire that I grabbed that I have in my kit, so that I can make some leaf loops, which is a cool sort of modern look. I use it often, and I have more tips on binding things like this in the kit club, but for now I just want you to see I'm using my leaf loops, and I've got those prepped, and I'm going to place them into the vase. So I have a whole lot of them here. I'm just trimming down the stems. Tuck them in. Oh, some of them are jumping out. That happens sometimes when your leaves jump ship, we like to say. All right, a few more of them prepped already. Getting them right into the vase. All right, there they go, sort of flying out, and I've got one more I'm going to tuck in, and now I have a really nice structure to my vase. And actually, you could even leave it just like this, right? The submerged callas and the leaf loops look cool, but we're going to do a little bit more. The next thing I want to grab are the rest of my calla lilies, okay? So I bought a 10-stem bunch, and I've got some more here, and I'm just going to give them a trim, and then place them so they're sort of flying out from one side. And I'll adjust them as they go, but this is kind of a neat look to have calla lilies all, again, flying out like this. Okay, now in the center of my modern arrangement, I've got really cool orchids, and you don't need a lot. I just have 5 stems here. But what I was thinking that would be still modern, but it's kind of sweet and a touch, a sort of nod towards Valentine's Day, would be to make a little orchid heart like this with, voila, okay? And I'm going to use my wire to bind the ends of those orchids to the stem so that it doesn't pop out. And you'll notice on the orchids I still have water tubes on there. I'm going to take those off in a second. They come that way when they're being imported from Thailand, which is where these ones came from. Oh, popped out. That happens. Just grab this guy and secure it one more time. So I want you to see that even I struggle with wiring and binding. But I think we've got it now. I'm going to trim down those tubes and get my heart right in the center. Awesome. Then I still have some other orchids, which what I like to do here is to trim off the very top of them, save this little piece as sort of a nice design element to fly out, and then trim these pieces down and tuck them into my arrangement to get that purple color. So one thing that's going to make this really sort of a modern feel is that in addition to the leaves and the submerged flowers, is clustering the colors and the flowers in groups so that they're not all mixed together, which is a sort of principle in modernism in floral design. And I'm going to turn this because you can't quite see my heart from that side, but that's nice. I actually like that it's a subtle heart, not something that's overwhelming. And the last group of flower I'm going to put in is my hyacinth, which just smells beautiful, and I think is a wonderful thing to use for Valentine's Day because a nice scent is something that, you know, whoever your recipient is will respond to. You want the flowers to smell really good, and orchids and calla lilies don't really have a scent. So that said, if you know that the person you're giving your arrangement to doesn't like, you know, strong smelling flowers, choose orchids and callas because they don't have, you know, again, they don't have a scent, so you can decide, but I really like the smell of these ones. So I'll fiddle with this a little bit more. You'll see the finished photograph, but this is, you know, my basic modern arrangement, and I hope you enjoy making one for Valentine's Day, and if you do, please send pictures. I'd love to see them. Thanks so much for watching.